Remember that time when everyone was obsessed with blockchain? It was like finding a golden ticket in a Wonka bar, except the chocolate was Bitcoin, and the factory was a decentralized digital ledger. People were throwing around words like crypto and NFTs like they were going out of style, and everyone and their grandmother were convinced they were going to be millionaires overnight. Well, the over-the-top hype faded years ago, but much like a cockroach after a nuclear apocalypse, blockchain is settling in to make steady advances in cryptocurrency, financial services, tokenization, and digital verification. Of course, like any good tech bubble, the initial Bitcoin boom was followed by a predictable and frankly hilarious bust. Fortunes were lost, memes were made, and everyone went back to pretending they understood how the stock market works. But amidst the wreckage, something interesting happened. Blockchain, the underlying technology behind all the madness, didn't disappear. It just sort of lingered. As Forrester analyst Martha Bennett so eloquently put it, blockchain did not deliver the promised miracles, which no technology does when you overhype it. But overall, blockchain never went away. And you know what? She's right. Blockchain quietly burrowed its way into various industries, quietly proving its worth away from the glare of the hype spotlight. Now, I know what you're thinking, blockchain, isn't that just for shady online drug deals and people who think Elon Musk is a visionary? And to that, I say fair enough. But while you were busy rolling your eyes at Bitcoin enthusiasts, blockchain was quietly building a solid reputation for itself. As Brian Jackson, CEO of Kinsta, points out, the technology itself is an excellent storer of value, and it has proven itself. And he's not wrong. Blockchain's ability to create secure, transparent, and tamper-proof records has proven invaluable in various applications, from supply chain management to digital identity verification. Now let's address the elephant in the room, or in this case, the energy-hungry, heat-generating monster in the server room: blockchain's environmental impact. Yes, the early days of Bitcoin mining were an environmentalist's nightmare, consuming more energy than some small countries. But fear not, eco-conscious viewers, for the industry has been hard at work finding solutions. One major development is the shift from proof of work, POW, to proof of capacity, plus commitment like Signum Network, the pioneer in hard drive mining formerly. Burst like Bitcoin, it too was started buying an anonymous founder gone no trace. And just as Decentralized, a totally community-run coin. Remember the merge? That wasn't just a catchy name for a software update. It was Ethereum's entrance into the world of energy-efficient blockchain, but ended up making it more centralized. This transition alone slashed energy consumption. Remember when Donald Trump was tweeting about how much he hated crypto? Well, it turns out that even negative attention from the former president couldn't dampen the spirits of the crypto community. In fact, according to Arthur Carvalho, CEO of Protium, there is a lot of excitement back again around crypto and cryptocurrency precisely because of the regulatory scrutiny it brought. It's a classic case of all press is good press. Trump's pronouncements, while intended to stifle the industry, actually brought it more attention and forced regulators to start taking it seriously. And you know what they say, the first step to solving a problem is admitting you have one. For years, the cryptocurrency world existed in a regulatory Wild West, a lawless frontier where anything went, and scams were as common as cowboy hats. But as the industry matured and more people started pouring their hard-earned cash into digital gold, governments around the world realized they could no longer ignore the crypto elephant in the room. And then came the political earthquake that was the 2020 US election. As Martha Bennett notes, with the recent political developments in the US, there is an expectation that there will be clearer regulation than there has been to date. This newfound regulatory clarity, while potentially stifling for some aspects of the industry, is actually a net positive in the long run. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting and potentially transformative applications of blockchain tokenization. Imagine a world where everything from real estate to fine art to your favorite pair of sneakers could be represented digitally on a blockchain, making transactions faster, cheaper, and more secure. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, that's the promise of tokenization, and while it's still in its early stages, the potential is undeniable. As Martha Bennett explains, tokenization of real-world assets is still very early days, and there are still challenges around the legal status of tokens. But despite these challenges, the tokenization train has left the station, and it's only a matter of time before it revolutionizes the way we think about ownership and value. Let's be honest, one of the biggest hurdles to mainstream cryptocurrency adoption is its volatility. I mean, who wants to use a currency that fluctuates more than a teenager's mood swings? Enter stablecoins, the level-headed cousins of the cryptocurrency world. Stablecoins, as the name suggests, are cryptocurrencies designed to maintain a stable value, usually pegged to a fiat currency like the US dollar. Think of them as the reliable, drama-free friends you can always count on, unlike their roller coaster riding Bitcoin cousin, and they're gaining traction. From USD Coin to PayPal's very own stablecoin, these digital dollars are making it easier than ever to use cryptocurrency in everyday transactions. Remember the days of waiting weeks for international wire transfers to go through, paying exorbitant fees, and praying to the banking gods that your money wouldn't get lost in some digital abyss? Yeah, those were the dark ages, but fear not, because blockchain is here to rescue us from the clutches of archaic financial systems. As Martha Bennett points out, that's where blockchain remains in use, with the idea that it would be both faster and lower cost for cross-border wholesale transfers. And she's right. Blockchain's ability to facilitate secure, transparent, and near-instantaneous transactions makes it the perfect solution for streamlining cross-border payments, saving businesses and individuals time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. Let's face it, using cryptocurrency in the early days was about as user-friendly as assembling IKEA furniture blindfolded. But thankfully, those days are long gone. As the industry has matured, so has the user experience, making it easier than ever for the average person to buy, sell, and use crypto. One major development in this area is the rise of wallet-as-a-service platforms, which provide businesses with the tools they need to integrate cryptocurrency payments seamlessly. As Mark Lejour, co-founder of Deeper Network, explains, we're seeing more and more companies offering wallet-as-a-service, which makes it much easier for businesses to accept crypto payments without having to build their own infrastructure. Now, some naysayers might claim that the blockchain hype is over, that the innovation well has run dry. But to them, I say, have you even been paying attention? Because the reality is, blockchain innovation is happening at a breakneck pace, with new applications and use cases emerging all the time. Mark Lejour highlights this ongoing innovation, stating, we're seeing companies like Deeper Network and Helium building decentralized networks that are powered by blockchain. These networks are more secure, resilient, and affordable than traditional centralized networks. So yeah, the blockchain innovation train is showing no signs of slowing down. Chapter 10. Decentralized Physical Infrastructure. The future is here. Have you ever heard of DePIN? No, it's not a new brand of disinfectant, but it is just as revolutionary. DePIN, or Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks, is a fancy way of saying we're using blockchain to create a more distributed, resilient, and efficient infrastructure for everything from telecommunications to energy grids. As Arthur Carvalho explains, DePIN is really about leveraging blockchain to create new models of ownership and governance for physical assets. Imagine a world where your internet connection is powered by a decentralized network of users, rather than a single company. That's the power of DePIN, and it's already starting to change the way we think about infrastructure. Chapter 11. Blockchain, the guardian of data provenance. In today's digital age, data is king, but knowing where your data comes from and whether it's been tampered with is more important than ever. And that's where blockchain comes in, acting as a digital notary, verifying the authenticity and provenance of information. From Verizon's Full Transparency Initiative, which uses blockchain to track the origins of news articles, to Swear, a company that uses blockchain to verify the authenticity of luxury goods, the applications of blockchain for data provenance are vast and varied. Quantum computing, the blockchain challenge. Now, before we get too carried away with all the amazing things blockchain can do, let's talk about one potential threat on the horizon: quantum computing. Quantum computers, with their mind-boggling processing power, have the potential to crack the cryptographic codes that underpin blockchain technology. Brian Jackson acknowledges this challenge, stating, "Quantum computing is definitely a threat to blockchain as we know it." However, the industry is already working on solutions, such as quantum-resistant cryptography. So while quantum computing does pose a challenge, the blockchain community is already hard at work finding ways to stay one step ahead. The future of blockchain, a story still being written. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the ever-evolving world of blockchain. While it may not have delivered the overnight miracles some hoped for, blockchain remains a technology with significant potential and ongoing innovation. From its humble beginnings as the foundation of Bitcoin, blockchain has evolved into a versatile tool with applications across a multitude of industries. We've seen how it's proving its worth in areas like supply chain management, digital identity, and financial services. We've explored the rise of stablecoins, the tokenization of real-world assets, and the potential of DePIN to revolutionize infrastructure. And while challenges remain such as the environmental impact of certain consensus mechanisms and the threat of quantum computing, the blockchain community is nothing if not resilient and innovative. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the future of blockchain and its impact on various industries.